QC.
What's good, guys? It's your girl Fats. Hope you guys are well. Today we have a special guest all the way from Miami. She is from the popular dancehall group Brick and Lace Duo. We have the gorgeous, the amazing Nyanda in the building.
What up, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I am doing great.
I'm feeling the weekend glow.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you, darling. A little highlighter would help.
Love is Wicked has gone viral all over TikTok. Like, I'm seeing the people doing the dance challenges. Every time I open the app, all I hear is Love is Wicked.
Man, I don't know. My friend called me. No, my friend texted me and she was like, "You guys, your song has gone viral on TikTok." I was like, "What?" And then I went to check it out and then I saw. But I feel like it's kind of a second wave of viral because I don't know if you noticed, but like there was the first wave of viral was like almost a year ago, and people were telling me, everybody was saying, Brick and Lace told us love is wicked, but we were too busy dancing, and like everybody was doing this move, and they were saying things like 7-year-old me, or me not listening to the lyrics. I feel like that was kind of the first wave of it, and I feel like now it's a new wave of it where everybody kind of does this walk and does this dance.
So that's what I wanted to get into, because like, let's not forget that the song is 15 years old. How does it feel that a song of 15 years old has gone viral all over TikTok?
Oh my gosh, listen to me. This song, this poor little song, like the label didn't even want us to release this song. We had to beg them to release this song. Yes, and in fact, because when we came out with our song, we missed the first wave of the Chantal, Wayne Wonder, Lumi D. We had our song, but the label at the time didn't put it out. And so I was sat there on the rhythm and got stale because the rhythm had moved on. But the song was still good and the rhythm was still good. And like we had to literally beg the label. We were like, we're going to Jamaica and we're going to do this video for Love is Wicked because we love this song. And that's really what happened. So for it 15 years after the fact, for it still to be doing what it's doing is just amazing. But I just think it shows you as an artist, you just have to trust yourself. Because a lot of DJs were even telling us that, oh, that beat is old, that beat is done, and you know what I mean? So that's what I want to say, artists, like follow your intuition, follow your gut,
Yeah, it's crazy because last time I checked, it has 44 million views on TikTok. Like, I know now it's a lot more, but
yeah, I was gonna say it's like in the 50s now, the last time I checked, so who knows. But I wasn't even on the platform. I wasn't even on TikTok, really, like honestly. I was like just working my Instagram and my Facebook, and you know what I mean. I used to be on Twitter, but then I kind of stopped doing Twitter, and I do my YouTube. But I wasn't really on TikTok, and so it's like, oh, I gotta get on TikTok and you know what I mean, see what's happening over here. The world is crazy.
Times have changed, definitely, haven't they?
Yes. It's like so much to keep up with, Can we all just like meet on one landing site where we can all know it has to be? But I get it because I like TikTok. I think I like the dynamic and I think it's less polished. I think you can just be more, let your hair down a little bit, and I like that about it. And it's more fun, you don't have to take yourself so serious. That's what I'm liking about TikTok.
So there's this popular saying that you mentioned earlier that Brick and Lace tried to warn us love is wicked, but we were too busy dancing. I want to ask you, do you actually believe that love is wicked?
It is. There's an emoji that's like a popular emoji for me that I use. It's the heart emoji, but there's like fire around it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's love, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's the amazing thing about love, that it's so powerful, that it can be, it's like fire. It can be used in so many positive ways and for good, but it can burn you. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's how love is. Love is still wicked. People are saying that to me up to this day. Like, they're like, it's still wicked. Yes. I don't think that's ever going to change.
So I want to take it back just a little bit. You and your sister Nyla were signed to Akon's label back in 2007. What was that feeling like when you guys first signed to Akon's label? And did you guys ever anticipate for you guys to get major success internationally?
Well, that was the goal. That was the goal, to have major success. But I think looking back, we were excited. It was also exciting. I think it was also surreal. I think it's one of those moments that it happens and you're not really quite processing. You know what I mean? You're just kind of going along. Because at the time, we were visiting a lot of labels. We were up and down. We were auditioning for a lot of people. We met with L.A. Reid. We met with, you know what I mean? It was a crazy time. We were flying all around the place. But Akon was very cool, for lack of a better word. He's very down to earth, very encouraging. And so he was there to give a lot of good advice and stuff like that. But I think at the time it was really a whirlwind for us. So much was happening, you know, we're just being like tugged left, right, and center at the time. But yeah, but mostly I guess I would say exciting. Sorry, this is a long answer.
No, like honestly, like I feel like when Brick and Lace first came out, like a lot of us were quite young, you know, so it's just amazing to see like the journey and just to see like where you guys at as well, and just like how the song is still making an impact to the people.
I know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I mean, that's our little song, man. We wrote that song in the kitchen in Canada. Yeah, I started singing, and it was my sister Tasha, because I started singing, "Your love is like rain." I was saying, "Your love is like rain," and she made the lyrics to "Love is wicked." She said, "Let's say wicked," and like, you know, let's give it that double-edged sword meaning. And then it was, oh yeah. We like that.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, she did quite well with that. She did quite well. Love is wicked.
Who knows what would have happened if she didn't say that? It would have stayed with "Love is like rain." Who would have known?
Yeah, Love is wicked sounds better, because I feel like a lot of people can relate to that saying, and especially on TikTok, people are talking about me on my way to having an argument with my boyfriend because things are going too well, like things like that.
Everybody, can I just say, everybody's so funny. Like, I am just cracking up. Everybody's so talented. Like, all these people out here thinking of all these different scenarios to say love is wicked. I saw a girl last night I was looking, and she said she just got her first job, and now her parents have cut her off. They're not giving her any money. And she said even parents are love is wicked.
I wanted to also talk about how like Brick and Lace was a very popular dancehall group back in the 2000s, and we're talking about, you guys gave us the hits after hits after hits. We're talking about Never Never, Bad to the Bone, and so much more, to the point that you guys even went to a mega international tour, and you guys were touring around, like you were touring around Africa, North America, Europe, Caribbean. And to the point that Love is Wicked was actually like a mega hit in Kenya and other countries. What was it that made you guys stand out, and what was so unique about Brick and Lace?
Wow. I think maybe the duality of, you know, I think our sound. I think the fact that we have, you know, because growing up, we grew up in Kingston, Jamaica, so we're around. We grew up around reggae music. We grew up around dancehall music constantly, so we have a steady diet of that. But at the same time, it's like we used to love, you know, Whitney, Mariah Carey, the groups too. Oh my God, SWV, Brownstone, and you know, so we love to sing and do R&B as well. And so I think we would always like, even when we were like writing our first songs, you know, we'd write these R&B songs, and then like on the bridge part, I would always go into like a little DJ part. So we always like would add an element of like a dancehall element. And then I remember when Diana King came out, she was like kind of fusing the raga style with the singing, and it was like, oh my gosh, I just remember relating to her so much, just because I loved how she would sing. You know, she'd be, I don't want no fly guy, and she would sing, and she was like, and then she'd go, oh Lord of mercy, mercy, mercy. I was like, oh my God, I love this. So I think she was the first person I could say was like an influence for us. So I think it was a fusion of, and Nyla is very R&B. My sister, she loves R&B music a lot, you know, even more like me. And I would just be, I guess, more the rude girl one who really loved dancehall music. I was going up to this day with even my music. I still love melody and song.
Yeah. But you have an amazing voice, because I believe, like, I was going through your TikTok and you gave us that Love Is Wicked acoustic. I was like, what?
Which is funny because that's Nyla's part. So I think I need to go on TikTok and do my part.
Yeah, but you can sing. You can sing.
Now that I'm solo, I go on tour and I have to sing both parts. So
Yeah.
I can't get through my day. You feel me? So, you know what I mean?
But it still sounds good. It still sounds good. You sound amazing in both parts. So do you sometimes look back and wonder, you know, perhaps maybe I should have done a few of the vocals, you know, should have sang in some of the songs, or do you still stick to that?
Well, it became a little bit worrisome for me because there was a point where I remember Akon said, like, you know, ain't nobody want to hear that rock, that Jamaican, because he was like saying like people at the time didn't understand it, and he felt like that was what was kind of holding back dancehall music from really crossing over and becoming international. And a lot of people agreed with that sentiment, you know what I mean, that it's because people don't understand, so we need to soften it and make it more palatable and all of that. So I was thinking, well, if that's kind of my identity in the group, you know, because that's what makes me special, and that's what makes the group special, the fact that we have that two thing going on. So I was just like wondering, how is this song gonna be? You know, we can't create an R&B group. That's not gonna make us unique anymore. So there was sometimes that we would have that kind of an issue, you know, in the studio and stuff.
So back in 2013, you guys decided to, you know, embark in your solo journeys. I believe Nyla is currently doing her solo stuff. She's doing her clothing line, and you decided to just do music solo. I believe that back in 2014, you dropped your EP and your single "Slippery Then Wet." What was that transition like, going from a group duo to being a solo artist?
So, well, first of all, the Love Is Wicked line, I'm glad you mentioned that, but it's me, Nyla, and Tasha. It's a Love Is Wicked line. So that's the three of us doing that. But going solo, I always kind of describe it like going on a roller coaster. It's kind of like, it's like exciting and exhilarating, but it's kind of like scary, kind of like you're like, am I really doing this? What is happening here, you know? And I actually really loved it because there was a lot of freedom. There was freedom, and I think when you're a creative person, freedom is very important to you. You want to express yourself in a certain way. If you want a song done in a certain way, you want a music video done in a certain way, you want a photo shoot done in a certain way. How you're gonna conduct yourself in interviews, what you're gonna wear. Like there's so many issues that when it's like when it's two people or a group, there can be people want different things, you know what I mean? And you have a vision for something, and you keep it can make you feel frustrated when you can't express vision. So I would describe it as exciting, but it was a lot of freedom for me in coming out with Trouble, and it's still to this day like some of my favorite songs that I have done as a solo artist. Like Trouble, in fact, Trouble did very well in the UK. Yeah, Trouble came out there, and Slippery When Wet, and so I think that really defined my sound a little bit as a solo artist and what the fans could expect.
Amazing. So back when you guys came out, back when Brick and Lace first came out, times were different back then. There was no social media, there was no TikTok, there was no Instagram. And we're in a whole different generation now that we have apps like TikTok and Instagram. And we've seen TikTok, like, basically it has helped a lot of artists. We've seen artists like blow from TikTok. Do you feel like certain artists now need to create music for TikTok in order for them to blow or become successful?
Well, what does that mean to create? I don't know what that means, and I'm just saying to create music, because I've heard that too, to create music for TikTok. We didn't make Love Is Wicked for TikTok. You know what I mean? A lot of songs that you're hearing actually now on TikTok, like I have a daughter, she's 11, right? And she'll be like singing this song, and it's an older song. And she's singing it like it's new to her. And then I sing along with it. And she looks at me and goes, "Mommy, where do you know that from?" I'm like, "Where I know that from?" You know what I mean? That's an older song. You know, like she's singing a Toni Braxton or Britney Spears or whatever, which is considered like an old school now.
Yeah.
I don't think you can listen, music is like not, there's no formula for it. We've seen artists who are millionaires, the best of artists, who come up with singles and it flops and it doesn't do well, and they push and they make music videos that cost $1 million and they do this and it doesn't connect for whatever reason. And I think that's what can be the Love Is Wicked in the music industry.
Yeah.
You know? So it's very hard for me. I wouldn't tell an artist to just make a song for TikTok. I would say make a song that feels special to you. And this really resonated with me. I read Quincy Jones' autobiography, and he said, one thing he said, because they were asking him, you know, he made all these hits with Michael Jackson, and they were asking him, like, you know, how do you know when something is going to be a hit? And I just remember him saying, I don't know what's going to become a hit. I can just know what feels special to me. And I hope others feel the same. And I think that's, you know, it's hard for an artist sometimes because we get people in our ears. The producers get in your ears. This one gets in your ears. Like, you have this idea of what you want to do. And it's like, oh, that's not catching up, or that's not going to work, or, you know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes that might be the right advice, but sometimes it might not be. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those difficult things. So I think as an artist, I think you really have to try as much as possible to be true to yourself. I don't know. Maybe this generation of artists know how to make a song for TikTok. But is that going to make you a lasting artist? Are people going to, because the trends come and go so quickly, is it going to really feel like a connection with you if you just do that, or you just want to have a one quick moment?
Interesting. Yeah, longevity.
Yeah, and that's what the artist, I think, has to ask themselves. But just make quality music that I think you can feel proud of, and that's true to you. And they say, what do they say? Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Yep.
And that would be my advice.
So I want to say massive congratulations on your new latest single, All Fruits Ripe, with Stonebwoy.
Thanks, girl.
Fire tune. How did this collaboration come about with Stonebwoy?
Oh my gosh, you know, I did the song All Fruits Ripe, and then I realized, I was like, I want somebody to be on this song with me, and it has the Afrobeat style, and I didn't set out to be like, oh, well, let me make an Afrobeat song because Afrobeat is hot now. Because just to let you know, like, everybody in over on this side of the world is like all hot on Afrobeats now. Like, thankfully, Brick and Lace, we were traveling to Africa years ago, hearing Afrobeats, being like, this is amazing. Like, why is this not huge everywhere? Why am I not hearing this on the radio in Miami? Like, why am I not hearing this in Jamaica? It was crazy to us. You know, we would say, what the heck? I love this, you know? So Anyway, so yeah, back to the song. And a lot of Jamaican artists know that Stonebwoy, he's kind of close to Jamaicans in terms of his music, because he makes kind of dancehall, reggae sounding music, and he fuses
Yeah.
it with his own little,
Mm.
style. But so that's why I really wanted him to be on it, because I feel like he could bring on that element of the
Yeah.
African, but with the a little slight, Jamaican vibe too. And I feel like, he just really did such a good verse on it. I
It
just
was
think,
lit.
huh?
You two together, fire collaboration. That was fire.
We need more, don't it?
No, you do. Like I like that. I like the chorus as well. I got the juice. I got the juice.
Yes,
So
girl.
good. Yeah, it's so fire, so fire. But I want to ask you this. I was wondering, what was the meaning behind all fruits ripe?
All fruits ripe. Well, all fruits ripe is a thing we say in Jamaica. You see a sexy girl and you say, damn, all fruits ripe. But it's really celebrating the woman body, of course. It's, body beautiful. But it also is, it has another meaning too in Jamaica, when an opportunity presents itself and it's a ripe opportunity. Like you need to pick it now. You need to grab this opportunity now. All fruits ripe. Like, so it's telling you this is the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, it's like all fruits ripe. So to grab the opportunity while it's hot, so it's kind of like that as well.
If you had to pick one artist to jump on a remix on All Fruits Ripe, who would it be?
On all fruits ripe?
Yeah.
You mean obviously outside of Stonebwoy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like. I hadn't thought about it. Vishancia.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love her, so that could be sexy.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite dancehall artists right now. But there's a lot of females that are coming up in Jamaica who I'm really liking their sound, and I'm liking what they're doing. So I'm proud of the women now, in Jamaica, and what they're doing.
Amazing. Because speaking of that, so we see a lot of we've seen a lot of success in dancehall artists. So for example, like artists like Spice, she was Grammy nominated. Cranium. Yeah, Cranium, he had major success in the US as well.
Yeah.
Do you feel like right now, perhaps because we also mentioned about Afrobeats as well, like finally being played in the mainstream, of course, dancehall, do you feel like now a lot of dancehall artists, perhaps they are, for them to be successful in the mainstream, perhaps they gotta create music for the mainstream, like they're gonna change their sound?
I think it's about, and I was just having this conversation, with my producer, with Chemist, and he was saying, I think it's about Jamaica needs more structure in terms of, I think there's not much structure, like a proper record label, proper publishing, proper something in place that would really help the artists to get, on a better situation for themselves. I think that's what it is. I think we still have a lot of crab in the barrel mentality. I don't know, and it's by crab in the barrel mentality, I would say, I think even with this thing, the explosion of Afrobeats now, and Afrobeats take over dance hall, it's like very, why does the narrative always have to be like so competitive and so negative? You know what I mean? Why can't we have both genres? And I think artists can cross genre as well. You know what I mean? I know artists, for me personally, I hate being put in a box. I'm just who I am. You're going to hear it in the sound. And it's just even like me, like I said, doing an Afrobeat kind of a beat. I just like it. And when that beat comes on, it's inspiring to me. So I'm gonna jump on a microphone and sing something. To make themselves more crossover. I don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding your question. But I don't think artists should have to change. I
Mm,
think sometimes when artists change, sometimes you see them have less success.
yeah.
Sometimes they don't have that success that they thought they were gonna have because it's just not the same anymore, So I think artists should just still try to be true to themselves. And I know it's difficult because sometimes you have to compromise.
Mm,
But yeah, I would say don't change. Unfortunately, because I feel like Sean Paul had a very smooth transition into crossing over. I really think he's a golden boy in terms of that. In terms of he didn't change his sound. Like he came out with the same songs that were popping or that were popular in Jamaica. He didn't change. Well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. Like it was just those same songs. Get busy, just shake that booty. He didn't change that. Give me the lights. Like, so I guess his music was maybe already kind of I don't even know. I don't even know if I would say it was already a little bit more palatable. But I just feel like artists don't really need to change. I just feel like it's more on the marketing side.
yeah.
I think that would be maybe more where you would need to have some change in strategy. Because you're seeing the numbers, these shows are huge. The dancehall artists are bringing out a lot of people to their shows, so
Yeah,
the people
definitely.
clearly like it.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's next for Nyanda? What are you working on? Is there any new music that you're coming out with anytime soon? Album, EP?
So life is about going with the flow. So I'm trying now to go with the flow. So I'm doing. I had my mind since I'm doing this EP, and I'm working on a follow-up single to All Fruits Ripe. And then here comes this viral situation with Brick and Lace. And now I'm like, wait, what is happening? What should I do? Like, yeah, like literally, that's how I feel like this is the first interview that I've done since this kind of has happened. So I
Oh
think
my
I,
God.
it's crazy, right? So I still do want to finish the EP. But I think I don't know if the universe is also saying, hey, Brick and Lace, it might be time to get back in the studio and do some
That,
stuff too.
that's what I wanted to ask you, because I've been looking in the comments and a lot of the fans are asking, is there any chance for a Brick and Lace reunion? Can we expect new music from Brick and Lace? Give us the tea. We need to know.
I know. No, the good thing is that we were recording songs before that we have. So we actually do have music that can be released. And I don't know if you noticed, but me and my sisters were in a writing company called Bloodline. So we've written for Philo, Christina Aguilera, some, other artists. So we have songs. We have time. We make timeless music too. It's time
You
to
gotta
just
bring them out.
we're just gonna flood the place with music, okay?
The fans are waiting. We're waiting. We
We're
want
gonna
Brick and Lace back.
They're waiting, they're wanting, and they're willing. I've been saying that to my sister Nyla, so I think she's ready to. She
Oh,
needed
she's
to.
ready as
Both of
well.
us needed to, go through this period of self-discovery and self-growth. Because like I said early on in the interview, I think it was just a whirlwind for us. We experienced anxiety on the road. There was a lot that was happening. You know what I mean? So I think we needed this time to really unwind. She's had her baby. She has a beautiful baby girl and her son. And so
Amazing.
I think now is a good time. All fruits ripe, right?
Yeah, all fruits right. Yes, yes.
I think we can do it all. Like I tend to overthink, and it's like, when I don't overthink it, just give the people music. It's not that difficult.
Okay, let me ask you this then. What kind of vibes can we expect from your EP, from the new music? Like, what can we expect? What kind of sound can we expect?
I don't know what to expect. Just more good music, just really more good music. I think expect to see some growth. And expect to be surprised.
Ooh.
I would expect to be surprised. Keep an open mind and just enjoy the music.
Interesting. So my last question to you is, with all this Love is Wicked, if you had to give advice on your younger self in terms of self-love and relationships, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. And it took a long time for me to learn this when I was going through my love institute experience. And I remember thinking, oh my God, like I was doomed. I'll never get over this person. And I'm just here to let you know, you freaking will get over this person. You will move on. You can realize that this is just a flash, it's just a moment, and there's hope. You'll be over this person. And you look to the other side of love where it's just rainbows and sunshine. And come out of the storm phase of it. But really that there is hope, and you'll be over this person. The way you think you're so never gonna be over it, you will. That's what I would have told myself. I probably wouldn't have believed at the time. But that's what it took for us to write that song.
Amazing. I want to say thank you so much, Nyanda, for coming to the platform. Honestly, it means so much. Any last words? Where can the people find you? Where can the people find the new music that you're going to come out with? Let us know.
Yes, well, you guys can follow me on my Instagram page, which is Nyanda BNL for Brick and Lace, but it's BNL, so Nyanda BNL. I'm on Facebook, official Nyanda. I'm on YouTube. You guys, please go and check out my music video for All Fruits Ripe. It's out now, and I want you guys to go check it out and share it. And expect more music from Nyanda. Expect more music from Brick and Lace. I'm saying it. Yes.
Exclusive.
Yes, that is totally exclusive, Pat. But definitely just expect more music, and let's not overthink. Let's just enjoy the ride together.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nyanda. Say hello to Nyla as well. We wish you all the best, and hopefully Brick and Lace, we want them back very soon.
Yes, girl. All right, girl.
But yeah, have a lovely evening, have a lovely day, have a blessed rest of the weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye.
Bye-bye.